Hello everyone. As you know, the carrier sense multiple access has two types. The first is carrier sense multiple access collision detection, and the second is carrier sense multiple access collision avoidance. The carrier sense multiple access collision detection is the topic that we are going to discuss in detail. Now before going to see what is CSMS-CD, let's see its history. So this technology was developed for local area network bus topology, where all the devices were connected to each other using coaxial cable. And the type of the communication was half duplex, means that at a time only one device can send data and the another device will be receiving. Nowadays, Ethernet is full duplex and the CSMS-CD is not used at all because we are using some advanced devices such as switch or router. The CSMS-CD does not use the acknowledgement, means that if any sender is sending data, sender does not wait for acknowledgement from the receiver in order to confirm the transmission. Now let's discuss steps required for CSMS-CD. As you can see, there are 4 devices A, B, C and D are connected to each other using bus topology. In order to send data, each device has to follow these 4 steps. Suppose device A wants to send data to device C. So in the first step, device A will sense the channel, and device A can sense channel to its interface only. So after sensing the channel, device A will know whether the channel is busy or idle. Now suppose the channel is idle, so device A will send data to C. But what happens if two devices wants to send data at the same time? Suppose device B and D wants to send data to device C. So in order to do that, B and D will first sense the channel, and they can sense the channel to its interface only. So after sensing the channel, device B and D knows that the channel is idle, so both will begin the transmission. And after some time there will be collision. So when the sender finds that there is collision, sender will send jamming signal, and that jamming signal will be received by all the devices. And when all devices receives the jamming signal, they knows that there is collision in the network and they will wait for some time to avoid next collision. But the question is, how station knows there is collision? Now we are taking the same example that we just saw. There are 4 devices are connected in the bus topology. Now suppose device A wants to send data to device C. It will first sense the channel to its interface. After sensing the channel, if the channel is idle, device A will send the data to device C. Now the signal that is being transmitted from A to C can be seen here. Now notice the signal. The signal has two voltage levels, 0 volt and 5 volt. So from this signal we can understand that 0 bit is for 0 volt and 1 bit is for 5 volt. Now suppose device B and D wants to send data to C at the same time. So they will first sense the channel to its interface. After sensing the channel, they find that the channel is idle. So they will send the data. Now the signal that is being transmitted from B to C and D to C can be seen here. These both signal are different. But if you notice, both signal voltage levels are same. Means that there are only two levels, 0 volt and 5 volt for both the signals. And these signals are traveling towards each other. So after some time, when there will be collision, the voltage level of signal will be changed. Now when the sender sent the signal, it had only two levels, 0 volt and 5 volt. But after collision, the signal has multiple voltage levels. And when this type of signal is received by the receiver won't be able to understand this signal because voltage level is completely changed. So what I'm trying to say is, when the sender detects abnormal signal, it finds that there is a collision in network. And when there is a collision in network, sender will send jamming signal. And when all the devices will receive jamming signal, they knows there is collision and they will wait for some time in order to avoid the next collision. Now let's see the flowchart. There are four devices A, B, C and D, and they are connected to each other using the bus topology. Now the device that is connected to this common cable having two ports, which means that each device A, B, C and D are having two ports. So using one port they can send data, and using another port they can sense whether there is collision or not. Let's see the flowchart so that you will have the clear idea. So in the initial stage, the value of the K will be 0. Now what is K? K means number of atoms, and the maximum value for K is 15. So suppose device A wants to send data, so in the first time the value of the K will be 0 for device A. After that, A will sense the channel to find whether the channel is busy or idle, and for that it will use one of three persistent methods. Suppose after sensing the channel, device A finds that the channel is idle, device A will transmit and receive. Now what is the meaning of transmit and receive? I just told you that each device has two ports. One port is to send the data and the another port is to check whether there is a collision or not. So device A will keep sending its data, and while sending the data, device A will keep checking whether there is collision or not. Now suppose there is no collision, it means that the transmission is successful. And while sending the data, device A finds that there is collision, then A will send jamming signal to all the devices. Now A will send jamming signal to B, C and D, so they will know that there is a collision in network, so they are going to send any data, they won't send any data, and they will wait for some time. After that, the value of the K will be increased. So value of K will be 0 plus 1, 1. And it will check whether it is greater than K max or not. And the value of the K max is 15. In our case, the value of the K is 1, which is less than 15. So we will choose random number between 0 to 2 raised to K minus 1. So 2 raised to K minus 1 will be 2 minus 1 means 1. So the range of R is 0 to 1. So we will consider all the integers between 0 to 1, and from this range we will select one number. Suppose if we are getting r as 0 to 5, so the range of the r would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we will select random number from this range. But right now in our case the value of the r is 0 to 1, so we are having only two numbers, 0 and 1. Sender will randomly select one number. So suppose it is selecting 1. After selecting 1, it will wait for some time, which is called back of time, and in the back of time it can be given by r into propagation delay, which means that one propagation delay. So sender means device A will wait for one propagation delay and it will send the packet again. Okay, so this is it for the explanation about how the CSMA CD work. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you so much.